Welcome back to the ADHD Weekend Sports Flash, brought to you by freedomofspeechsports.com. It's Luis Gonzalez. Happy to be back with you here. Happy to be trying to give you the sports headlines before you head out there to the beach or into your weekend of debauchery. NFL news starting out because that's the most important thing, and it's the thing on the horizon as the preseason will be here August 5th for the Hall of Fame game. But into the money, because that's what everybody wants. Follow the money. Von Miller followed the money to an $114.5 million contract over 6 years. In this contract, which he held out for and which I heckled him about, I definitely did that. I was definitely talking smack to you a little bit, Von Miller. But you know what? You win. You held your guns, you did what a man does, and you got the money. He gets $21 million guaranteed right off grip, $42 million when the season starts. After season number 1, he will have $61 million guaranteed in the bank. And after season 2, he will have $70 million guaranteed in the bank. That's basically what they were arguing over and why he didn't sign the $114.5 million contract in the first place. He got higher guarantees, and now he's basically in the quarterback realm of guaranteed money. My boy Andrew Luck, the guy that I said that he wouldn't beat out, which I'm still technically right in this point, he got $140 million and $87 million guaranteed. But Von Miller, for a linebacker, nip it at his heels. Not bad. Good job. Muhammad Wilkerson of the stinking Jets, he got a 5-year, $85 million deal done. And I guess he'll be playing as long as he's not in the car with Sheldon Richardson smoking dope and going 180 miles per hour. People that didn't get deals, Eric Berry, Alshon Jeffrey, and Kirk Cousins will be playing for the tag and nothing else this season. Hopefully they don't get hurt or nothing happens. Eric Berry, from me to you, get out of Kansas City. That place is the worst. And the Miami Dolphins will take you with open arms. We need a safety, son. This Rashad Jones is a joke. Everybody loves him. Not this guy. Moving on to NCAA football, which is also right around the corner. Greatest team on the face of the planet. The University of Miami Hurricanes get their running back. April 23rd, Mark Walton was charged with a DUI after knowingly driving with a suspended license. But because the City of Miami Police Department is sometimes not doing the job correctly, and I don't mean you, Dad, don't get upset. Pretty much they dropped all the charges because there was too many holes in the story, and Mark Walton turned around, got reinstated as he should have as a running back at the University of Miami, and now the Hurricanes got a guy with 10 touchdowns and 1,000 yards rushing back at their disposal. Mark Walton, stop being a knucklehead. Stay out of trouble, buddy. You're super talented, and not only that, you're a freaking G, homie. Chillax, do your thing. No more handcuffs, none. Running the rock until you're an NFL player. That's what you should be doing, you Booker T. Washington product. Mark Walton, welcome back to the Canes, buddy. You were missed. In Major League Baseball news, the All-Star game just went down and the AL beat the NL 4-2. But there was 4 Marlins players. They were representing Miami, and they did a hell of a job doing so. Jose Fernandez, AJ Ramos, Fernando Rodney, and Marcell Ozuna all showed out, all played great. But there was an extra little added bonus of awesomeness, which is why I feel like this man should have gotten voted into the game anyways. Giancarlo Stanton, who's been pretty much struggling the whole year, decided to hit 61. Roger Maris's record, yeah, he hit 61 in one night in about 3 minutes of baseball because now it's timed. So if you've never seen the Home Run Derby, it's definitely gotten way better. And not only that, the Marlins got the best guy in town. Giancarlo Stanton, great job, brother. Keep that batting average going up, and congratulations on setting the Home Run Derby record in Major League Baseball. 61 home runs. In NBA news, the team formerly known as the Heat, because we basically got broken up like the Beatles. Pretty much we're all over the place now. We don't have Wade. Everybody knows that he's in Chicago. But like if you're in Miami, every day that you wake up, it's almost like you have amnesia and you're like, Wade's our guy. Oh, no, he's not. And you're like, but anyways, all of that aside, okay, the ESPYs went down and he made a beautiful speech. I mean, I don't care how you feel about LeBron or Carmelo or CP3 or Wade. They got up there. They said things that this nation needed to hear. So great job, men. Two of you guys, I wish you would have stayed at the Heat, okay? One of you more so than the other, because the other one, whatever. Benedict Arnold, you're in the fold, great. You're out of the fold, who cares? Wade, you were the heart and soul of Wade County, bro. We named a county after you. But whatever. Do what you got to do and take care of Chirac, because the violence going out in Chicago and all these different places. Nice, France. I mean, this is worldwide, people. We got to get our things together here, and we got to unite as a people. But anyways, back to the basketball. You got the Summer League, and you got the Phoenix Suns finally beating the Heat. We were on a little bit of a run there, but the Heat lose 77-74 on Thursday. Today, they'll be playing a consolation game in the bracket in Vegas. So good luck to the Heat. Get it together. The only other news coming out of there is Whiteside said he had a mountain of a decision between the Heat and the Dallas Mavericks. Thanks for choosing the Heat, Whiteside, because if not, we'd have nobody here and no chance at nothing. And lastly, but not leastly, I'm sure you're expecting soccer or something like that. We go to the world of MMA. UFC 200 just went down after I told you last week that John Bones Jones was disqualified and did his thing, crying through tears, saying that he didn't know that this was what it was. Anyways, his replacement, Anderson Silva, went the distance after only a 48-hour notice to have that fight against Daniel Cormier. Cormier would have got destroyed by John Bones Jones, for sure. No questions asked. But Anderson Silva, in another weight class, is literally one of the greatest of all time in the octagon, and he held his own. I mean, there was once or twice where I thought Anderson Silva was going down, but he went the distance. He lasted every round, and he looked pretty good for a guy that only had 48 hours to train for a professional mixed martial arts fight. Great job. Moving on to another guy, he had a little more time, but he hadn't fought in 5 years in the octagon. My boy, Brock Lesnar, comes out there and pretty much dominates the fight from beginning to end. But not dominating like you expect Brock Lesnar to dominate, with punches and just taking you out in the first round. It went the distance. Hats off to Mark Hunt. You are one tough Samoan, brother. Keep doing your thing. But literally, like, he imposed his will on this man. He had him wherever he wanted him. He took him down when Mark Hunt didn't want to go down. I mean, he had side control or full mount control basically the whole fight. It's unbelievable. You want to see something unbelievable? Look up Mark Hunt's face in the hospital after that fight. But Brock, whether you're back or you're not, you are a bad man, sir. 5 years out of that ring to fight the 8th best heavyweight in the UFC and come out victorious is unbelievably impressive. Great job, and your wife still looks pretty good, buddy. Say hi to Sable for me. What else? Lastly, but not leastly, talk about fake broads. Well, not Sable. You're not fake. You're all right. But fake broads. Misha Tate, your champion for 5 seconds that cagged and finally got to wear the belt for 2 seconds because I guess they thought she was cute enough or whatever, got destroyed by this Brazilian man-looking lady from Miami. Amanda Nunes, I mean, whatever, you know. Maybe you're not for me, but in the ring, I guess I'd bet on you right now because the way that you came out, she was like a caged Wolverine that hadn't eaten for 2 weeks. She comes out, destroys Misha's face, like literally destroys her nose to where like the whatever you call this thing, the nasal passage or whatever was like open. It's crazy. There's another video you want to check out. Just check the knockout out and then look at her face after when she's sitting there trying to explain how terrible of a fighter she is. I'm serious. I feel like Ronda Rousey every time there's a championship fight is on suicide watch. And Ronda, don't you dare. You're the best fighter in the world. You had one bad day. Happens to all of us. Get your stuff together, your shit, get it all in a box, put it all together, and get your ass back out there because this fucking thing is trash. Everybody's trash. Holly Holm's a nobody. Misha Tate sucks. This Amanda Nunes was 4th in the world. Now she's 1st. It's time for you to come back, Rousey. It's time for you to come back. Well, it's time for me to get to my weekend, so I'll let you get to yours, man. It's always a pleasure bringing you the ADHD Weekend Sports Flash. Go grab a Stella. I know that's what I'm about to do. Have a great one. Peace.